Guys, what's up? It's your girl Nosh. How's it going, guys? I know it's been a while, and I know you missed me, but Mama's got things to do. But I stopped short, so I said, let me come visit real quick and talk to my peoples out there. What is up with you guys? How is everybody doing? I hope everyone is good, everyone's well, everyone's healthy, everyone's happy, everyone's at peace. We just had a Leo moon just yesterday. How's it going for those Leos out there? This video is different. I'm going to share a personal story with you guys. I know you guys like personal juicy stuff, so I'm going to share something with you. I feel like I'm finally ready to talk about this. And you're going to be like, damn, she's finally ready. Yeah, I'm finally ready to talk to you guys about this. I'm finally ready to share this with people because I just have a feeling that there might be somebody out there who might need this, might be going through this right now. And I don't know. Sometimes it feels like when you hear someone else, someone else's story, it kind of makes you feel like, okay, I'm not the only one going through this. I don't know why, but I woke up today and I thought about what happened to me in 2016. Why do we say it like that? In 2016. And that moment, even though I wish I could go back and not show up for that moment, but then if I didn't show up, I wouldn't be who I am today. So let me tell you guys what happened, and then I'll get into the logistics about it, the debriefing about it afterwards. So in February of 2016, my ex-fiance and I decided to break up. Well, he decided to break up with me, and he broke the engagement off. We were seeing each other for 5 years. 2 of those years we were engaged. So 2 years after the engagement, 4 months before the wedding, by the way, we break up. And I'm thinking in my head that it's just cold feet, This is just, people... We broke up before we got back together. Him and I also attended the same church at that time. The whole time that we were dating each other, or we were in this relationship, we attended the same church. So when we broke up, it was just natural for me to go attend Sunday service like I always did at this church. And sometimes he would be there, sometimes he wouldn't be there. But specifically, that's why this is coming up, because Easter's coming up. Oh, makes sense. It was Easter. It was that Easter of 2016. I'm just gonna say this again. I don't know why I need to say this again. We broke up a couple of days before Valentine's, and then on Easter, so a couple months later, it's Easter. I go to the church. I was an usher there. And I also did their videos, like how you went, the announcements. I did the church announcements. So I did the announcements. I was the usher. That day on Easter, he comes in with his new girlfriend. And I'm just like, okay. It's funny, I'm telling the story now and I actually have no feelings towards it. Like, I'm just like, the audacity of this man. No, he comes in with his new girlfriend. Him and his family come in. And I seat him down, because that's what ushers do at church. You walk people to their sections. He came in with his new girlfriend. Pretty girl, very lovely. Taller than me. Very pretty. She was gorgeous. She was beautiful. Not a hater. She has nothing to do with it. And now it's time for me to go around with the collection plate. Talk about humiliation. So I walk around with the collection plate, and I get to him and her, and I kid you not, everything inside of me, I remember, was, it just felt warm. My face felt warm. My body felt warm. I felt like I was sweating. I wanted to run away. I wanted to do so many things. I wanted to smack him. But I stood there with the plate in my hand, and he put the collection on it. He put his donation on it. And she looked at me and smiled. Because I don't think she knew who I was or what was going on. He didn't even make eye contact. He just put the money on the plate, and she just looked at me and smiled and said hi. And I went through the whole service, sitting there with my head down and just praying for strength. What other place would you be praying for strength for other than church? God, please get me through this moment right now. Please, Lord, I ask you, get me through this moment. Oh my God. Hold on one second, guys. I need to grab something. Oh man. So, yeah. Yeah, just praying, sitting there praying to God to get me through this moment. And I got through it. It hurt. Yeah, it hurt. You want to ask, oh, did it hurt? Oh, of course it hurt. No, it didn't hurt. Yes, it hurt a lot. It hurt a lot. And now, 10 years later, yeah, is it? It's been 10 years since that situation took place. And I don't know why today it came to mind. It's been 10 years I haven't thought about that. I mean, I thought about it, but I think when I thought about it in previous times, I wasn't able to process it the way I processed it today. I'm an Aquarius moon. Hi. It takes me a long time to process things. If you're an Aquarius moon, you probably know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, that's what happened. Today I sat here and I asked myself, if I could go back, would I have gotten up and gone to church that day? Because I had no idea he was dating someone else. I was sitting in the hopes that he would come back, that we would, work it out, and then we would still end up getting married in July like we had planned to. I had my dress and everything. He had his tux. Everybody had everything, But after that Easter time period, I started looking to get rid of my dress because it was imminent. It was imminent, and it was profound that we were not getting married, that this was it, that he found someone else. He moved on quick, moved on very quick. I understood. So would I go back in time and keep myself home? Would I still show up? If I had the opportunity to go back and change that, would I still go? Yes, I would go. You know why? Because if I didn't go, I wouldn't see who he was. The way people treat you when it's truly over, or when things end, and the way people treat you, don't forget that. That's who this person really is. So what I'm trying to tie this story into is, and I feel like this is the message in itself, the way someone treats you after they're done with you is a very important piece that you need to keep with you. You know what I mean? That shows you who this person is, basically. Because if I wouldn't have gone that day, I still would have been in the hopes of wanting to get back with him, wanting to, still keep that door open for him. By him showing up with someone else in the place of worship that we both were at, that really told me something about him. Now that it's been 10, 11 years, whatever, 10 years, I can look back and say, no, he had every right to do that, because if he moved on, he felt that it was okay to do that. And that's fine. That's valid. That's good for him. But the effect that it had on me, because I loved him so much and I had so many feelings for him, that effect wasn't really a good effect on me. It hurt like crazy, guys. It broke my heart. My heart was already broken from the breakup and the argument that we had and him calling the wedding off. But this added more pain on top of that, which made it tougher for me to feel at peace. You know what I mean? About the whole situation. Because then it's like, wow, we were together for 5 years and within 2 to 3 months, you just replaced me. But because he did that, it gave me clarity. That was the clarifier. His move was the clarifier that I don't know if he loved me. I don't know if he was just doing this because everybody was getting married, you know? And then I think about it and I'm like, was I the only one who ever truly loved in that relationship? So if you are going through a breakup, or if you're going through a situation with someone and this person is treating you in the same manner, I guess, like because if it was me, I don't think I would have brought my significant other there. But then it's like, it's not fair to my significant other because it was Easter. So it's like, you know, like me being the Sagittarius, Aquarius moon, I'm looking at it from all different angles. Like, it's his life, it's his journey. If he wanted to bring someone, that's fine. And I had to see it. I had to witness that. I had to understand that. So the door can close in my heart towards him instead of having it open towards someone who probably didn't even really love me, and it was just a performative relationship. That's why I speak about performative relationships. Don't be caught up in a performative relationship. If you cannot be yourself and you have to feel like that you're being pressured to do everything that you're doing inside that relationship is not for you. Because I felt like this. When I was with him in that relationship, I felt like I had to perform all the time. I had to entertain all the time. I had to be someone I wasn't. And I realized that after I broke up with him. And he helped me realize that by pulling the moves that he pulled, basically. Like bringing the other girl to the church, completely cutting me off, going cold turkey on me. You know, sometimes, like I said, if I could go back and change that moment, would I change it? No, absolutely not. Because I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have the clarity that I have today when it comes to going into a relationship, when it comes to being in a relationship and seeing how someone handles me. This is something very important. We get so caught up in these rose-colored glasses that when we are seeing someone, that when we're in love with someone, that we get caught off guard and we refuse to see who the person really is. And that is when we turn our backs to ourselves. That is why I'm not saying don't fall in love, don't be in a relationship. No, by all means, I love love. Even after all of that, I still love love. Love is a beautiful thing. To be in love, the feelings you get when you are in love, it's heavenly. But don't be a fool for love. Still keep not your guard up, but be aware. So at any moment in time, you're in a relationship and you see things that are uncomfortable, that are unfair, that don't feel right, speak up about it. Because what I did for 5 years was I did not want to rock the boat. So no matter what happened between us, I didn't want to complain. I didn't want to be that girl. You know, I wanted to get married. So I basically said, okay, if I do A, B, C, and D, I will get married. We'll be together. But at what cost? At what cost? You know, sometimes I look back at it and think, was that a humiliation ritual? Yeah. Was that because God wanted me to see the resilience that I had inside of me, to witness the person I love move on from me so quickly? Well, now we know why I write such sad stuff. Side note. But it's, you know, think about these things. So if you are going through that right now, please look at what you're going through and what this person is putting you through. If they really loved you, would they be doing that? Would they do that to you? Because I've learned that even after all these years, this is how I know I loved him. Because even after all these years, I don't hate him. I'm actually sitting here trying to look at the situation through his point of view and say, oh, well, he's moved. Well, like, put it this way. Like, he probably came to church with that girl thinking, well, I moved on. I don't want to be with her. You know, some people do that. Some people move. I'm sorry, I got cut off. A phone call. But I was saying, like, you know, just understand this. Like I said, like, I'm sitting here looking at it through his point of view. Like, you know, some people, like I said, some people detach quickly and replace. Some people sit and simmer in it. I simmer. I'm still simmering. It's 10 years and I'm still single. I'm just joking. No, the reason why I'm single now is because, or I'm still single is because, you know what? I know better now. And I'm being very picky and I'm being very choosy. There's nothing wrong with being alone. I'd rather be alone than to be caught up in another performative relationship. Another relationship. Why? Because everybody else is in a relationship. Oh, because everybody else is doing. No, when you're patient and you work on yourself and you busy yourself up, and this is really true, the person you're meant to be with, or if there is such thing as meant to be with someone, your person will come. In the meantime, don't entertain yourself with something that is beneath you. And I'm going to say it just like that. I don't care. Set high standards. If someone cannot love you like you love yourself, you know what I mean? When you love yourself, you really feel like you don't need anybody. And that is the true moment where you realize that you love yourself. And in my theory, how do you know you love yourself? You don't care for anything. You only care about making yourself happy. So if you meet someone and they don't make you happy like you make yourself happy, you walk away very easily. There's many people that I've walked away from within these past 10 years that I've been single. I could have had the opportunity to be in a relationship. I could have had the opportunity to be in like, you know, like in a partnership or whatever the case is. But I chose to walk away. Why? Because it wasn't meeting what I needed. Or it wasn't making me feel like the way I wanted to be felt. And a lot of times, you know, we get into these relationships because that's what everybody's doing. Oh, because, you know, like this and that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Susie has a boyfriend. Ellen has a boyfriend. This one I don't have anybody. I'm alone. It's okay. Be alone. Understand what you really like. Because of me understanding what I really like and what I don't like, it's making it really hard for some random to come in and be in my life. Because I feel like the person you're supposed to be with is supposed to be home for you. So if it doesn't feel like home, there is no need for you to live there or be there, right? You don't live. Do you live at home? You live at home, right? Or do you live at somebody else's home? Or do you live in a place that's temporary? No, we all are trying to find home. And sometimes what we need to understand is that when we're trying to find home, the real truth about that statement is we're trying to find a person that feels like home when it comes to love. One thing I will definitely say to you, if it gives you butterflies, if it's too passionate, if it's too heated, if it's too hot, that's not home. Home is comfortable. Home is comfortable. Like, home is nice and refreshing to come into when it's 100 degrees outside. You ever been outside shopping all day? Right? All day you've been out shopping and sweating, lugging bags around, and once you get inside your door, right, and that AC hits you, oh, it's so refreshing, it's so peaceful. It's a cool analogy. I just thought about it. Like, imagine meeting a person like that. You've been sweating, you've been tired, and now when you meet this person, all of a sudden it feels refreshing. It's like a cold breeze on a summer day. Find your cold breeze on a summer day, okay? So like I said, I hope this message helped. This is a story that took me 10 years to actually come out and share. Only reason I'm sharing it because I finally processed it psychologically. I finally understand why this happened, why I had to show up that day, what I had to learn from it. Part of it is probably because I had to share it with you guys, you know, to help other people who are going through this. All I'm trying to say is whatever you're going through and whatever is happening is making you someone that you need to be in the future. Whatever is happening today is building you for tomorrow. Is setting the path out. Is setting the the steps out, the road out for who you need to be for yourself in the future, or for that future version, or that version of yourself that you need to step into. So don't look down on yourself when you're going through something. Look at it like, you know what, this is training. I'm going through this because I'm getting ready to be where I need to be. Just remember, whenever there's pressure that comes in, it's only making you stronger, you know? All right. Mwah. I love you guys. I hope this helped. I hope you guys have a good time listening. I hope you guys are enjoying your lives. And don't let things, anything get you down. Okay? We're only here for a little time, okay? Try to be as peaceful, as happy, as loving as you possibly can be with yourself first. And then with whoever you meet. Because remember, as long as you are pure-hearted and your intentions are clear, you'll never go wrong. You'll never go wrong. Okay? Because the universe is looking out for you. I love you. Bye.